Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dear, beautiful fellow Cancers. This is going to be your Neptune in retrograde reading. Neptune went retrograde back on June 23rd, and it's going to be there until November 28th. This is a time to reevaluate our beliefs, spirituality, approach to intuition, the unconscious realm of emotion, memory, and past hurts. It can be a period when we internalize our fears and anxieties, and we're stripping away the illusions, dreams, and false realities that have clouded our vision. The destruction of our fantasy world will show us the harsh realities we've sought to avoid, and the more elaborate the illusion or the more extreme your methods of escape, okay, so whether that's through TV, sex, addictions to porn, gambling, alcohol, drugs, the bigger the shock to the system. Maybe you've kidded yourself about true love, your financial situation, or career prospects. The realization has always been there in your higher self or pineal gland. And the pineal gland is represented by Neptune. So every Neptune retrograde period coincides with purges and upgrades to the crown chakra. And believe me, we are starting to feel this. Neptune retrograde can show us the source of our pain from which we sought to escape. All right, and so I've got amethyst here. It represents the crown chakra, and it's healing, okay? Because the first step to healing is recognizing what is it that needs to be healed, and where do we really need to be real with ourselves. So this reading, Cancers, is going to be maybe a little bit darker than some of my other readings. But this is really an important time for us to clear our energy, work on protection, shielding ourselves, focusing on our spiritual self-development, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm using the Angelarium deck first. Just a quick reminder, if you like any of the decks that I'm using, I have them linked in the description box down below, and they'll be in order of appearance. This is a new deck for me. I haven't used it on a YouTube reading, although I use it in my personal life. But I am going to be reading from the book. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what angel, what presence comes out for my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement you might have for Neptune retrograde. Okay, look at that. You get Sahakiel, Angel of Sky. Ooh, I love this because if you guys have been following my dailies, you know I've been connecting a lot with Isis, the goddess Isis. And, and she's the queen of the heavens. So this is nice energy. Let's go ahead and see what messages Sahakiel brings us. All right, the shield bearer and the gatekeeper who stands outside the gateway between Angelarium and the expanse of existence. A benevolent figure whose compassion knows no bound or equal. Sahakiel blesses and protects, shielding us from storm and fire alike. The sky forms a ring around the earth many times over. Its movement forms the clouds, obscures the sun, and reminds us that Sahakiel stands guard. The signs are a shield, a ring, and a blessing hand. Oh, Cancer. Oh my, Cancer, that is beautiful energy. For some of you guys, this is about making a commitment. You to your higher self. You in a relationship. Some of you guys have found somebody that you feel like protects you, or you've entered in a state of spirituality and confidence and alignment where you know that you're protected. This reminds me of something I read earlier today. It was about somebody shifting their perspective from feeling like they were being attacked to standing in their power and realizing that they allow certain energies into their lives and they're no longer going to allow that in. And this is Sahakiel. This is beautiful. This is also Cancer energy, right? We are the maternal protectors of the zodiac. Oh, Cancer, I love this. I love this. All right, let's go ahead and call in spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed. spirit guides and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. Five of Swords. I like it. It's in reverse. Coming out of conflict. Yeah, total transformation. Wow, Cancer. Oh, Cancer. Collaboration. I can't stop talking. I'm so excited here. All right. Overall energy is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands can represent a message or a messenger, something that you probably didn't want to hear. You started a journey, or you were passionate about something, but a lack of planning, or maybe even really being able to see the big picture, put a full stop to this. Okay, the Page of Wands is somebody who's excited to get out there. They're optimistic. They trust themselves. They might be a little overdressed for the occasion, but they don't care because it's that sheer optimism and power. For some of us, this is a spiritual journey. But something happened where we had to pull back or where we had to stop. Okay? I just keep going back to Sahakiel. This is, but you're protected. This was for a reason, Cancer. For some of you, it was a relationship. For others of you, it was maybe a job or a career change or a move. Okay, and there was a reason why this was stopped. Spirit's telling me that very loud and clear. There was a reason, okay, and it was for your highest good. Now, Cancer, we're coming out as the Five of Swords. This is Venus and Aquarius energy, but this can be any sort of air energy. You might have this in your chart or be exhibiting these qualities. This is the energy of, when it's in the upright, it's defeat, it's bullying, it's fighting for something, but by the time the battle is won, there's nothing left and you're defeated. There's like, what was the point? Losing sight of things. But the beauty of this is in reverse. So we're moving away from this energy. Some of you guys have called it quits. It could be a relationship. It could be a lifestyle. For some of you guys, it's realizing how you were escaping and what's really causing you fear. And you're deciding to look that in the face, take off the masks, and really, really get to work. The Five of Swords in reverse takes me back to that Four of Swords. That's healing. That's rest. That's rejuvenation. That's what my Cancers need. Some of us have been in relationships where we are overgiving. Some of us have been in jobs or situations where we haven't been happy for a really long time. And we're kind of waking up and having this aha moment of, what the hell am I doing? And I'm no longer willing to support this because I'm not aligned with it. I can't support this frequency any longer. And there's that timeline shift that those of you guys who have been following my dailies know has been happening or is happening. You're completely supported. This is Scorpio energy. The Scorpio reading I did was very intense and dark. So if you guys have Scorpio in your chart and you feel like getting gritty and dark and dirty with me, go ahead and check out that reading. But this is beautiful because this is complete transformation. She's walking away from someone or something. She's transforming her life, her career, her relationship. Some of you guys are moving. Some of you guys are straight up packing your bags and you're out. All right, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's like you're not afraid at all. You just, there's something, this aha moment. I just can't go on like this. Yeah, I've been fooling myself. I've been fooling others. Okay, and it's not a knock on you. Okay, it's like, it's aha, and the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, and Spirit's telling me you are protected on this journey. I also just heard Archangel Michael. Some of you guys are working with Michael. What's blocking you could be a Sagittarius person. This is the Temperance card, or it could be the need for healing. So as we're going through right now, not only Neptune is in retrograde, but we also have loads of other planets in retrograde, although Venus just went direct, which might be that push towards doing what you love or moving towards somebody that you love or something, a job, a life that you've always wanted, because that would be Venus in Gemini moving direct on the 25th. But we do have a lot of other planets that are retrograde, and Mercury being one of them. So it could be bringing back certain situations, saying that even though we're feeling really strong and we really want to go towards this, we might need to pause. We might need to be patient here so that we can really heal and clear this, so we can jump off into this new journey, this new relationship, this new job, this new place with a clean slate, not bringing any baggage with us. Okay? Now, in the foundations, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is introspection. This is a long time coming. Both of these two cards represent patience. My Cancers out there, you guys have been patient. You guys are, and that's going to really pay off for you. Some of you guys felt like you missed an opportunity before, and the Spirit's telling me loud and clear it was not a missed opportunity. It was for your best. What you thought was best for you, Spirit's saying, wasn't really. But you learned from that, okay? And so you might have had to wait out a cycle, a cycle of death and rebirth and healing. And, it might have felt like it took ages for you, but this is all really paying off for you. In your recent past, Four of Pentacles, Earth energy. Four of Pentacles in reverse takes me to that Three of Pentacles. This is collaboration. This is work. This is you coming into the knowledge that you are the architect of your life. And if you really want a passionate relationship, if you want a job that you love, that you can't just show up physically, but you have to show up mentally. You have to show up spiritually. You have to inject that with passion. And you have to, and it has to be real, because you can't fake that, Cancer. And I feel like some of us, even myself, are guilty of that, right? Of, trying to convince ourselves that we're in a good situation, or we're in the situation we want to be in, but it's really not resonating with us. And Neptune in retrograde is ripping off those masks and ripping off those illusions. And that is a good thing, Cancer. Believe me, I know it won't feel like it for all of us, but it is such a good thing. Two of Pentacles, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is about balance. So again, make sure that you maintain your balance. If you look at this person, first of all, they're achieving the impossible. We have the figure eight. The figure eight is a sign of enlightenment, okay? It's that ascension that we're going through. It's this crown chakra being activated. And it's scary. I mean, there's probably lightning coming down. You're on top of, you're doing the impossible by cycling across, these choppy waters, but you're doing it, Cancer, and you're making it look easy, and people are just like slack-jawed, like, did he really just do that? Did she really just do that? I'm sorry, did that just happen? Our trusty Cancer, who's always been so fixed in their job or in their relationship or in their house or whatever, is taking off and going after what they want. And Spirit's saying, you are so protected on this journey, so please don't worry. Please don't worry. Trust your intuition here. Now, your outcome card is the Leo card of the Sun. So when the Sun shows up in reverse, it is still the happiest card in the deck. I think as Cancer energy and as a fellow Cancer, it's going to be bittersweet. There are things that you're going to mourn, the death of the old ways, the death of who you used to be. There are going to be people, there are going to be things that you miss. Our lives have been completely upended and changed, our careers, our families, everything, the way that we learn, the way that we interact. And some of us have lost people along the way. Okay, and some of us are coming into these realizations that, wow, I spent the last decade doing that to myself, or last year, or last 6 months, or last 50 years. And there's that, this is why this is like laced with a little bit of that bittersweet energy, but it's still like, I think that's only going to be momentary, right? Because we tend to get a little bit nostalgic, don't we? All right, so I'm going to go ahead, actually that's not the deck I want to use. Let's go ahead and see what additional messages I have for my dear Cancers. Translucence, love the darkness, number 33. That's the master teacher number. This is about, if you guys have Scorpio in your chart, please check out that reading. This is about death and rebirth. This is about having the internal fortitude, the strength, and the courage to really take a look at the fantasy world that you've created for yourself, and being okay with stripping off the illusion and looking at yourself and looking into the unknown. All right, it's going to show us the source of our pain, which we've been trying to escape, and that's scary, and that's not for everybody. That is certainly not for everybody. Okay, but I like it because there's transformation. And it's really important, you guys, that you're doing your meditations, you're, lighting candles of intention, just doing your daily practice, because this is not going to be an easy period, but it's going to be worth it. Epiphany, reveal your gifts. Yeah, some of you guys with this purging of the crown chakra, you're getting these upgrades and you guys are not going to stay hidden anymore. Some of you guys didn't want to come out of the tarot closet or didn't want to express to friends and family that, maybe you talk to dead people, whatever it might be. It doesn't even have to be that. It's just saying, I'm no longer willing to be a part of a narrative where, where I'm in the shadows, where I'm not showing the person I love how much I love them, or I'm not receiving, an adequate or equal exchange of love, money, resources, and whatever situation. Family and tribe. Oof, I love that. Nice energy. For some of you, this is coming together with your soul tribe. This showed up also in my Scorpio reading. But again, also realizing that maybe there's some people you have to walk away from, that they weren't for your highest good or they no longer resonate with you. And that's maybe what this bittersweetness is with that Sun card in reverse. That, yeah, you're going to be nostalgic. There are people, places, things that you're going to miss. Okay, but it's for your highest good. And I think you're moving, whether or not some of you guys are coming into union. Remember, the Sun card is also union. It's co-creating with spirit, but it also can be union. It can be creating a family. Okay, it can be creating a family. And for some of us, family are the friends that we make for ourselves, right? Especially if we come from not such great places. Not all of us. Some of us had amazingly happy childhoods, And I like this big cat energy showing up. And then you get rejection. Number 13. 13 reminds me of that scorpionic energy of the death card, the translucence as well. Really about dealing with I think a lot of us with this 5 of Swords energy, that's Venus in Aquarius, that's fear of love and that's fear of rejection, and taking a look at all the things that we regret not doing because we were worried we would be rejected. Some of us felt rejected by our parents or by our families or by our society. Okay, we couldn't live up to, their expectations. Okay, at work, at home, in a relationship. And it's like paring all of this down, stripping off the illusions, Cancer, and facing this head on. But this is for healing and this is for clearing. Spirit says the time is now. There's so much heavy energy swirling around. All right. The axe. Yep, cutting out what no longer serves us. Battling, fighting for it. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to do it. A few hefty swings and boom, you're on your way, right? All right, wine glass. Oh, I like that. Not just because I like wine, but 18, this is about intimacy. This is about celebration. This is about getting that raise. This is about making that toast at a wedding. This is about, having, a nice family dinner and just celebrating being together. Okay, there's a lot of intimacy and success associated with the wine glass. And 18 breaks down to a 9, and 9 is wish fulfillment. 25 breaks down to a 7. This is so spiritual. This is a very spiritual journey. And then you get 15 breaking down to a 6, my number of Venus for me personally, the heart. Yeah, so you guys decide. For some of you, this is love and romance. For some of you, this is finally finding your heart. In another, this is healing the heart chakra. Cancer. Cancer. I love this. All right. Final message for my Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any placement for Neptune retrograde. Final message for my Cancers. Nemesis, she who avenges, revenge, outcomes, injustice. Yeah, for some of you guys, this is karmic justice. Oh, This is intense, Cancer. This is karmic justice. Revenge, right? That's not an energy that we really want to sit in, but that's this Five of Swords energy. That's vengeance, that's revenge. But you're moving away from this. So whether or not this is like you've been in a situation where that was validated, where that was acceptable, you've decided to walk away and transform because you realize that just anchors you in such a negative place. Some of you guys might have been in combative relationships that you're walking away from, that you're healing from, whether they were physically, mentally, psychologically abusive. But your outcome, this is karmic justice. This is what you deserve. Some of you guys have been living in fear of rejection. And that might go back to your childhood, how accepted you were by your parents or at school, right? And like none of us were accepted at school, right? But we can't, but we can't live our lives in that energy. And so Spirit's saying it's time to clean this up. Family issues are being healed. Okay, you're going to take a look at what has been triggering you. What is the real cause of your behavior? Where have you been kidding yourself? Where have you been internalizing your fears and anxieties? How have they been manifesting in the narrative that you are a part of, that you tell yourself? Okay, we're going to be shown the source of our pain, which we've been trying to escape at this time. And for a lot of us, it comes from family and it comes from rejection. But you're going to move through it and you are completely 100% protected and supported on this journey. And you're going to be vindicated. Okay, for some of you guys, you were really, really hurt by somebody in love. I'm getting something you were very passionate about. I feel like the rug was pulled out from underneath you. And I think you took a long time dealing with that. Or somebody walked away from you, or you walked away from somebody. But this is your karmic justice. All right, Cancers, I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. And most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.